dear. At least it stopped raining.
They actually meant a literal bird's nest. It wouldn't pass an inspection. Hey Heston, what are you cooking? Hummus and pepperoni. I don't know how I feel about that.
It doesn't like ham.
We look like we're about to drop the freshest album to come out of Cambridge. Good work, son.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Artisan Electrics, where today I'm going to be handing it over to Reuben. Me and Lee were working yesterday from, well, I left my house at like 1 in the morning, got back at 11:30 in the morning, so we're pretty pooped. We've not really got the energy to give you that Viva life that you love out of the channel. Whereas Reuben over there, I don't know if you can see him, look at that smile. His face is saying, let me present. Let me present. In fact, let me do the whole job. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to listen to Reuben's face. So I'll go pass this over to Reuben and I'm going to be a background feature for today. Dance monkey dance. Come on. Make an episode.
Well, what did you actually say over there?
I don't know.
Because I'm not going to repeat you. Okay. Okay, so we're installing an Andersen. Oh dear. Oh, this video is going to suck.
All I'm seeing is a lot of standing about and not a lot of charger being put on wall. Do you want to get that charger mounted?
Let's do it.
This is your job. Me and, do you see my hands?
At least it stopped raining. Let's do it.
So basically, the real reason I'm here, Lee and Reuben are on this job. I'm not actually really down to be here today, but Lee's not fitted an Andersen before. They're pretty easy, but there's obviously a couple of little quirks to it being a new charger, and with the whole OLED thing, you've got to be trained for every charger that you install. So I'm going to be showing him how to install that, but I'm going to be showing him by showing Reuben, letting him do it. And he can do it, and we're going to try and take as many pictures of him as we can, because he's started college now, so start taking pictures for his MBQ portfolio.
Right, so while Cory's been messing around with that drone, I've just, quickly fitted this Andersen, but it's a pretty simple job. You know what? I'll show you it. We've got the charger here on this wall, just in front of the drive. Then we've got quite a short cable run, so we're going to come down along this little lip, just above where the black is, behind this fence post, around this corner, and literally the board is just on the other side of this wall. We were thinking of going through this box here, but it's being removed or replaced or something like that. So what we're going to try and do is come up into the corner and just pop through, make it nice and neat. But yeah, should be a decent job today. Let's measure up for the clips. Okay, laser. Have you got a laser in there?
When they said there was a bit of a bird's nest inside the meat cupboard, I thought they meant like loads of cables. I didn't know they actually meant a literal bird's nest. All right, nice one. I'll quickly have a look at their consumer unit. I can hear it, but it's underneath this. All right, okay. I mean, we've got Type A RCD protection, but not great really. Nothing's labelled. There's blanks missing. There he is. There you go, innit? I stabbed my finger off. Let's get the cover off of this. Go grab my screwdrivers. Smack my head off the ceiling. That door frame, that's the thing. I love country cottages, but they're not built for the modern man. There's pretty bad work inside the property. It wouldn't pass an inspection, but it's pretty much brand new as well, which isn't great. But apparently the Sparky isn't finished and he's going to be coming back to do more. So benefit of the doubt, maybe he's just not finished. I'm going to list out all the specific issues, like with the blank missing, anything inside that I find any issues, and then I'll pass that on to the customer, and they can make sure that when the work is signed off as completed, he can go through them and say, well, is this done, this done, this done? There was already a hole drilled for an old cable or something coming out, presumably. That was all stuffed up with proper old newspaper. I wonder if there's a date on this. General Home Services, very old. So that was stuffed up with old newspaper, and we've managed to just poke the newspaper through and get the cable up there, so that's a bit of a result. Haven't even had to drill that.
Cheese and sweet chili hummus.
Hummus and pepperoni? Okay, I don't know
Relax,
how I feel about that. I
relax.
suppose they're both antipasti items, but I don't know, they're very different textures. Should we have a standing lunch? I don't think we need to stop for lunch. Where are the sandwiches? In Lee's van?
Yeah. Got a sandwich for Cory. See what he thinks about it.
Hey. I don't eat processed meats. Cheers there, mate.
I'll have it.
Oh, thank you very
You are
much.
good, sir.
Would you mind just using like reusable wrapping paper next time? But no, I'm joking. Thank you, that is really nice. Presentation.
Reuben, where's
Do you want me
mine?
to be honest?
Yeah,
How was mine presented the other day to you? It wasn't on camera, by the way.
it was in a bag.
Oh yeah, I put it in a leftover Warburton's bag. But the actual presentation of the sandwich, I put a lot of time into that. I even sprinkled little bits of loose pesto
It was pretty good.
into it. It was
I feel like there's
a
some
good sandwich.
favouritism going on.
Yeah.
But
There's a sandwich short here.
there's a nice talk. Like the sandwich has nice
Thank you.
weight. It's a few grams over what I would expect. Okay. It's good. It's a good sandwich,
Yeah.
mate. I'd give that 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10 as far as work lunches go.
I'll take it.
I like the stodginess of the white bread as well. I never buy white bread, and I love it. Good work, son.
Thanks, Dad. I've added ham in mine because Cory just doesn't like ham because he's weird. He doesn't like ham.
I remember when Cory said he was vegan, he's sitting there with pepperoni hanging out his mouth.
And cheese.
I actually specifically got these little Nipex pipe grips for doing the Andersen. I already had these CK ones, but even these are slightly too big just to grip round the stuffing lamp perfectly. Lee just said, oh, I can't fit my spanners in there. Just fit around there quite nicely. I wish if they did smooth jaw little cobras, that would be amazing. Line it up perfect, because once it's clipped in, it's pretty much pain to get out. So you just line it up so it's straight between those, and then
Oh, once it's clipped, you can't slide it.
Oh, is it going into the top one?
it's
not-
going into the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So I've already put the breaker in for you. You're going into that breaker there.
Right, okay. I'll go on the side
It's only a trick question.
without my knowledge.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Inside there.
She does.
Hey Heston, what are you cooking? So usually I'd be worried about making it look really neat and getting it nice and clipped across. Supposedly this electrician is going to come back and sort this. So if he is, and he is going to move the board or whatever, then we'd probably better off giving him the option of slack on our cables. So we'll do a little swan there. We'll just like push it down and wire it in like that or something, just so he's got plenty to play with if he does decide to move it. So we'll probably just land it to that point there. I'm going to let Reuben do the whole lot. Reuben, you can drill it, you can strip it back, second fix it, put the gland on, and you can second fix the consumer unit. It's been safely isolated.
You safely locked it off and tacked it off and removed the neutrals. And
This is good actually, we should be showing this. All right, Reuben, you are responsible for this. So you take that key and do not leave it lying around, put it somewhere safe. Do you know one of the worst burns I've had on my hands was off a light bulb? Of all the things to burn your hands on, I took a light bulb down, it was stuck to my fingers. Raring hot. How much? you
How much length should I?
You tell me. You've got to get all the way over to the neutral bar. You're probably better off leaving it long, to be honest.
Yeah. Or just for security?
Well, maybe cut like 1.5 meters off the end of the cable.
Yeah.
So that you give yourself at least 1 meter to work with, I'd say.
Right. Okay. So like.
Because you've got to get into
until...
that neutral bar and you've got to get into that earth bar, and you want to leave yourself enough room to have swoop on it. And
so
also bearing in mind they're apparently not finished their electrical work here. Go on, cut it a bit shorter.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Just with the hacksaw, or actually just
with the hacksaw? Get used to using that hacksaw. Reuben is having some high quality training today, let me tell you. You've got me, and Lee's helping, but he's got me. So it's some high quality training he's getting today. I'm seeing as I'm his apprentice, I'm just heat shrinking that up for him. Got that all prepped. This is the first consumer unit he has ever worked in. Got to give him some sort of apprenticeship, the poor lad. Can't get him doing car chargers all the time. Are you filming?
Okay.
We're doing this not to humiliate him, but just so that he can look back in years to come at his old videos and die of cringe and see how far he's come. Because that's exactly what I do. Look, if you have it there, that's not going to bite the thread. You've done this before and you've done a good job of it. I know you can do this. The only reason you're screwing it up now is because you're on camera and it's the pressure. Honestly, I've done some mistakes on YouTube which you've all seen and called me out for, which in the real world sometimes you just think, I never would do that. But when you've got people watching you, you know, when you've got a customer breathing down your neck, imagine having an asthmatic cameraman breathing down your neck and then 100,000 people behind him. I'm not sure whether or not to teach you the naughty way to fix this.
Or just like read it.
These would salvage it, right? But it's so rough. So I'm going to make you redo it. You've not cut through it enough, you've not scored it well enough, so now all your strands are all twisted and doubled over. So yeah, you might be able to just salvage that, but you're better off not. And think about it logically, you want that thread there to bite on to this thread here. So if the strands are over it, you're not going to bite onto anything. So forget this, right? Start again, back here, and really take your time, go all the way around it. Don't move it too much. I don't want him to learn with the armour slice. He's got to learn. I feel bad for him. Obviously, he's frustrated now, so he's not going to be focusing on the gland. He's got so much else in his mind. We were all 16 once. Now you've got a nice, tidy little guide. You're going to follow that round, really nice and neat. A nice deep score into the armouring, and you've got round 2. Lucky that you've got plenty of slack, otherwise you'd be in deep poo-poo. I'm going to see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm going to see if I can feed Lee a biscuit and see how he reacts to it. That's the reaction I was expecting. Right, so I've got a question for Reuben. I'm just quickly heat shrinking this for a sec. I'm just typing up the certificate. So there's a box here, the fuse or device rating or setting for this main switch. So I'm describing this main switch. It's a 60947-3 main switch. So it's got 100 amps written on it. How much current would you need to trip that main switch? How much will it take before it finally trips?
I'm gonna guess 90.
90 amps, yeah, on a 100 amp main switch?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a trick question. It'll never trip. It's an isolator, it's not a fuse. So in that box, it's actually not applicable.
Oh.
So although it's rated to 100 amps, that means it can safely isolate up to 100 amps before it starts welding itself together. Doesn't mean that it'll ever trip.
Right.
So if it was 120 amps and you isolated it, it basically means 20 amps could technically get through. So you always want to make sure your upstream fuse. So that's protected by the 1361 fuse upstream from it, but that will actually never trip. So there's your little lesson for the day.
Every day is a school day.
think he's not done bad. He's done nice. He's left plenty of slack in the cable, pulled it round and up. Left plenty of slack up there, pulled it round in 2 nice swoops up there. I mean, he's used tape rather than heat shrink, but we'll let him off for that one. Nice cable coming along and up. I think, considering it's his first time ever working inside a consumer unit, it's not bad at all. Seeing as he likes to rate everyone and likes to rate me, I'll give him a 6. 6 out of 10. Cool. So there's a button hidden under there, which honestly took me so long to find the first time I did an Andersen. But if you just gently tap it 3 times, that should do it. Now wait, and you'll see that flashing amber. So that's now in setup mode. Yeah. So you now do next step. That's it. So connect. And then what you can do is, if we wanted to put a grid limit, if we wanted to do earth sense or anything like that, we've got an installer's number, which I'll tell you off camera, but you don't need to change any of them, so we don't actually need the installer's pin. So that's it from your point of view. So exit setup, then we get the customer's phone. I'm just showing you how to do that in case you ever do need to. So on the customer's phone, we do next start, we'd like to access camera, allow while using the app, then you just scan that little QR code, that's that done. Set up Wi-Fi, we're still in, nope, put it back into network setup mode. 1, 2, 3, yep, scan for Wi-Fi. There we go, so I'll just let you log into your Wi-Fi network. What have you found? Ziggy, Ziggy, get your ball. Oh, see, Lee loves filming with me. He's laughing already. We look like the freshest, we look like we're about to drop the freshest album to come out of Cambridge in the last 10 years, the way we're standing. I'm really glad you managed to stay with us through this video today and you've made it to the outro. Congratulations. How do you think Reuben did? Do you think he did all right? I think he did very well.
It was good to see him getting challenged by the armoured gland, so
yeah.
Something to improve on, ain't it?
Yeah, exactly. The only way you're ever going to learn really is by kind of just struggling sometimes and getting through it. Me and Lee have properly taken the back seat today. I think he's done a great job. Hopefully you do too. Anyway, take care guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Are you taking Reuben or am I taking Reuben?
I don't trust your driving.
Okay, you go with Lee. I want to play my music anyway. Forget it. Keep it. We're going to go to the pub because if you've got the option between sitting in traffic for 4 hours or wait it out, drink some lemonade down at the pub ski and have a bit of a shorter drive, I think we're going to go for the shorter drive. And so the reason we're able to do that is because we use Tradeify. I don't have to do any paperwork this evening. All done on Tradeify, makes our life a lot easier and gives you more time to do what you actually want to do. If you want to try it, 3 months, 50% off, click our little link below and that'll take you through to it. Enjoy.